This week's readings are all about being able to see. In our reading from the Old Testament, the prophet Samuel is sent to anoint a new king of Israel. When Samuel sees his first possibility, he gets very excited because this guy just looks the part. But God says to Samuel, "Do not look on his appearance or the height of his stature, for the Lord does not see as mortals see. They look on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart." In our gospel passage, Jesus heals a man born blind. This upsets people all around, and Jesus uses the opportunity to talk about blindness in a different sort of way. Even though those people could see with their eyes, they could not see many other things. This man had been simply the object of a discussion about who had sinned, whether it was him or his parents, not a person in need of healing. And then they failed to see the goodness, the joy, the wonder of this miracle. A man who had never seen anything, never seen his friends, his family, any beauty in this world, suddenly could see. He had been given a new life with possibilities he could never have dreamed of. I wasn't born blind like the man in the passage, but I was born with a strabismus, or severely crossed eyes, which made my vision very weak. Many of my early memories involve going to a pediatric ophthalmologist and children's hospitals for surgeries. And after those surgeries, my left eye became much stronger, but my right eye became a lazy eye. I wore patches on my left eye to strengthen my right eye. I assumed wearing giant paper sunglasses for dilated eyes was just a normal part of life, and that finding ways to take off patches while my parents weren't watching was a thing that normal kids did. Let me tell you, I hated those patches. Sometimes I wore the ones that looked like Band-Aids, but I much preferred the pirate patches. Not only because they looked cooler, but because they were far easier to take off when no one was watching. Little of that process was fun, and there were a million things I would have preferred to be doing as a small child. But I'm so grateful today for my parents' relentless commitment to literally open my eyes. Because today I can see. My vision was not given in a moment like the blind man. It came because of years of effort by my parents, doctors, nurses, and some acquiescence on my part. And I've found this to be true of my spiritual journey as well. There hasn't been one moment where God suddenly gave me perfect vision to see this world like He does. But it's a journey of many moments where I can look back and say, I was blind and now I see. There have been many times when I could not imagine a way forward, when I could not see anything good in someone else, when I struggled to have a vision of a future that was hopeful. But none of those are true of how God sees this world. Lent is a time when we hone our vision so that we learn to see as God sees. This means first acknowledging that our sin has corrupted our vision and our sight is broken, that we are blind in so many ways. And it means changing our ways to let God change our eyes. In Lent, this journey to see as God sees might mean wearing patches, giving up things that are good for a time to strengthen other parts of our heart, and open ourselves to see God among us in ways we had missed. Sometimes it will mean ripping off blindfolds we wore because we were afraid of seeing pain and darkness, and allowing God to call us to walk in and be the light in our world. At times, following God will shatter the lenses we have relied on as corrective. It will sabotage our false clarity, and we will be forced to see the blurriness of this confusing world in which we all live. But often, like the man in the story, we cannot explain what happened. In the end, all we can say is one thing I know: I was blind, but now I see. We can tell of how God changed our vision. We can say, before I could not see a way forward. I could not understand what was lovable about someone. I could not see any light. But now I know God has opened my eyes and I can see. I am changed, and I see new goodness, new beauty, new truth, and this has given me a new life. I was lost, and now I'm found. I was blind, and now I see.